Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today, we're going to be getting double the verb for your buck. We're going to be taking a look at
SpringVerb and
PlateVerb.
both of them by OS Audio. It nearly didn't happen today, but it is happening, so it's all good. Are you ready for an extreme face cam? Let's do it. Hello, welcome to the show. My name's Jade. This is How to App on iOS, and this is the new look of the camera. I haven't sorted out all the color tones and everything yet, but we're much better. And if you don't believe me, I hope everyone's well. My name's Jade. This is How to App on iOS. I'd like to welcome any Wart Warriors who are watching live here on the show or on the replay. Make sure my mic's not doing weird things. There we go. Wart Warriors. You can become a Wart Warrior by clicking down below and join the button. And for $1 a month, and you get custom emojis and all that jazz. And I've got to pop in my mic. I'm going to have to sort that out on the next show. Boom. Yes, all happening. So the good news is I've got a new camera. And it looks a bit contrasty on my TV screen, but my TV screen is very contrasty. And I can do really cool things with it. You know what I'm saying? It shows up way too many imperfections that I'm comfortable with. It's a thing. But it's really cool. This is the camera that we're rocking now. This is the Elgato Face Cam. By Elgato. It's really cool. 1080p, 60 frames a second. No autofocus. Yes. No microphone. Yes. And it just hooked up really well. The problem I had setting it up was with the green screen and my lighting, because this is a whole new lens, and it's a much more powerful lens. So it was freaking out with the webcam, and I was having a lot of issues getting everything to look good behind me. But after a lot of work, and I moved around my entire studio yesterday. Good times. So my Mac is now all over here. It's all been moved over to this side, and this desk has been moved further up. And as you can see over here too, my keyboard is now over here. My drums have been brought out further. We've got a kind of new camera angle because of the new setup. And we've got a second camera sitting over here. And we'll probably have another camera sitting up on this side soon because I've got a spare camera now. But this thing is wicked. So they're worth about $179 US, I think. Cost me about $200 here in Australia. We can throw that down here. You can see my super messy table now, which now can go under the desk where my coffee sits. That sucks. But the other cool thing is I've been able to add to my Stream Deck, which is over here, and my computer's in a much better position now as well. I've been able to add this little button to the camera, so at any time I can go... And to me, that's funny as all hell. You know what I'm saying? I can go right in all the... Do you know how much fun I had with that yesterday when I was setting up? I can't tell you how much fun I had doing that. So hopefully the camera's coming through. Let's say hello to you all. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Lady Campion. Hello, I have an idea what's going on. Rise of Dark Leela. Hello, Hugh Caldwell. Let's say hello to Hugh. Hello, Hugh. I'm sure it's going to get old quick, but right now it's entertaining me. Hello, D. Michael. Many vibes. Hello. Who else have I missed? Joe Glenn. Hello to you. And let me scroll and see if I missed anyone else. I think I've got Kim Harden Hudson right up the top. First like, boom, boom. Yeah, baby, boom. So because it's an Elgato camera, it does work really well with the Stream Deck here. So Man, I'm loving this new camera angle. You get to see a little bit of tits. You get to see a little bit of the other keyboard over here. Everything just looks a bit better. And then we could even do the... Hi, Barry.
Yeah, right on. Thank you for doing that.
Oh, no problem, Brad. Whoa! You like the table, huh? The table's pretty nice. This was painted for me by Samantha Edge. She's a artist here in the community. She painted this table. Not that you can see the beautiful work that she did on it, because it's so full of crap. Medication. Everything's on this table. This is where the coffee goes now. This used to be on this side, and the good thing is now, because this table was always in the way over here, and now each morning I can just slide it under this desk. The other thing too, which I can show you, is my mic boom used to be right here. So there's this mic boom, but now it's over here, and I can just bring it in at leisure like so. Really happy about that, and it doesn't get in the way as much. Kind of floats off over here, can sing into it like this, and it stows away really well. It's attached to the desk. So the new setup is much, much better. Easy just to scoot that away. And we're gone. Good stuff. Happy days. So, but you don't want to hear me talking about my new setup, how boring it is. We got 8 minutes in and I've prattled on with a whole bunch of useless knowledge. Damn. But now the other thing I've noticed too is once you get a better camera, the other two really suck. So now I'm I feel like I'm obliged to have to go and buy more new cameras. And this shot here too, this is really zoomed in already. This is a much wider shot. But yeah, you have to do some cropping and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I've wanked on for far too long. Today's featured artist is, of course, Glitch. I'll be playing his song at the end of the show. Something I found while I was cleaning up too, I'll show you. I don't know if I show it over here on this camera. This is an Indian death whistle. Yeah, an Aztec death whistle. Has anybody seen one of these before? These are super cool. And when you blow into them, they make a shrieking sound like a woman screaming. Wonder if I can do it. How cool is that thing? Yeah, I found this while cleaning the studio. The pointless things we collect, yeah? Anyway, enough show and tell. Let's jump in, look at the news, do all this stuff. And let me tell you first, we got something cool coming up tomorrow. Hopefully you can come and hang out with us because it's going to be absolutely worth your time. I can guarantee 100% we have Leroy's Magical Journey is coming on the show. I say magic. Did I say magical? Leroy, it's magical as well. Leroy's Musical Journey is coming on the show. He's a fellow Aussie. He's wicked. He's an awesome multi-instrumentalist, makes really sick music, originals, covers, and he's from my town. So we've got another Aussie coming on at 8 in the morning tomorrow. So hopefully you can come along and hang out, hear some of his music, and hear his fascinating story. Like everybody has on these interviews, you know, everybody has a really interesting story. So very excited to have Leroy on the show tomorrow. Let's jump over to the news and do It Will Be Magical, Thomas, absolutely. Over to the Beat community, yeah. Where at the Beat community, you can get updates on iOS, samples, expansions, desktop every day. This page is updated. And yeah, piano tech's on sale. We got SpringVerb, which is just released today. So there's a bit of a story to today's show. It nearly didn't happen because we've been waiting for SpringVerb to release since Monday, and Apple held it up in their system. And I got to midnight last night and was like, where's the app? What am I going to do? And the app came out at 3 in the morning. So I've had to rush around like a mad person today to get something ready for it. Is what it is. Easy audio cut, less than $1 for a limited time. What's this? Is this an iOS app? I see less than $1. Easy audio cut. Is it? It is. I've already got it. There you go. So easy audio cut looks like it's an editing piece of software. It's really cheap. So there's that. What else is on here? A huge update for BYOD. So this guitar sim, the Chow DSP guitar sim. It's an effects chain kind of thing. That's really cool. Cool. Let's bounce over to price drops. 4 Pockets, Vocal Soloist, New Rack, both on sale. Easy Cut Audio. There you go, 99 cents. MIDI Strummer, Multi-Track, Maze Rider, Bass Level. Bunch of Bleece apps on sale. There's still lots of stuff on sale. SpringVerb is what we're looking at today, and PlateVerb. Both of these, they're reverbs. There's not much more I can tell you about them. I'm not going to go into crazy features or anything. They're fucking reverbs, yeah? They're both really good, but here's the thing that makes them even better. They're both 99 cents. Both of them. They're $1. So if you can find a fault with these for $1, then let me tell you straight up right now, 100%, you, my friend, are a... All right? They're $1. Good times. So there's 2 of them. We've got PlateVerb here, 99 cents, and SpringVerb for 99 cents by OSC Audio. We'll talk about some updates as well during the show of their other apps that have happened over the last couple of weeks. And here is their website. This is oscaudio.gumroad.com, and you can buy all of these apps also that they have for desktop and Mac. Yeah, so, and they're pretty damn cheap over here too, as you can see, like $20, $10. Where are the reverbs? $1. So even on Mac and PC, they're both $1, these reverbs. So you can't go wrong, like $1. You know, really, really good stuff. Alrighty, shall we jump in and have a little listen to this stuff? I think we should. Let's do it right now. I had to rush to set up some kind of project today. But here we are, and I've got, so we've got BFM, big fucking meters, on each of these tracks, and BFM's had an update as well, so it's a really cool metering app we looked at a couple of weeks ago. There you go. So we've got one of these on each of these tracks. We've got a SumFX on all of these tracks. We've got a PlateVerb and a SpringVerb, all made by OSC Audio, and we got this wonderful little piece of blues today to show this on. Yeah, baby. I'll stop soon. Hey, Audible, what's going on? Good to see you again. Yeah, baby. Da, da, da. Shall we throw a bit of reverb on this? Shall we throw in a little bit of plate on the main guitar? Chad, Independent Many United. What's going on? Oh, yeah. My baby left me. She said that I got too close to the camera too much. So, really nice reverbs, really simple. They do what they say on the box, and that is the most important thing. Hi, Synthfidel. Let's take these effects out. And we're back to raw dogging. Hey, Chem, good to see ya. Or is it? Okay, let's have a look at the controls on these things, and yeah, and then we'll take a look at SumFX and big F and meters because they've had some updates. So we've got SpringVerb and PlateVerb. Both of these are $1 each, as I have said. Nothing to rot your brain with here for like understanding how these work. They're reverbs, yeah? These are the controls. You've got a wet mix, you've got a dry mix, you've got a decay, you've got a high pass filter and a low pass filter, okay? You can save presets, very easy. So there's no presets in here that come with it. There's nothing in here. You just got a free reign to go ahead and make whatever you want. It's $1, man. You know, it's $1 on PC, it's $1 on Mac, both of these each, and on iOS the same thing. So you can build your own presets very easily. Hello, Kid Kane Music, what's going on? And let's say a special hello to the Felcro. Well, hello, Felcro. How you going? Sorry, guys. I'll stop soon. Anyway, fucking hell. Hello, DJ Big Red. What is happening with you as well? Good to see you. So to save presets with these, it's really easy. All you got to do is hit save. And what it does is it opens up the Files app and you can save your presets wherever you like. So I would suggest for something like this, if we make this a little bit bigger, I would do something like go into my cloud drive, create a new folder, and you'd say like a SpringVerb presets. There we go. And now you've got it. And now you would just hit save. And that is now in the folder, yeah? So if I want to load anything now, I just click on load, go to my presets folder, date, there it is. So there's my SpringVerb presets, and I can just load that preset in. So that's it. That's pretty much it. We've got a little cabinet here, a Cali Springs cabinet, so you can switch these. There's 3 of them, I do believe. Cali Springs cabinet, a Digi Springs, and a Red Springs. So we'll listen to the difference between these as well. You've got a bypass and a mono filter, so a mono button. So if you've got vocals running through this and it's mono that sucker. You know what I'm saying? Compared to if you've got stereo. Because it makes a difference, yeah? It is important to know what you're recording, what you're adding effects to. Mono, stereo, it does make a difference, and you really should understand what you are recording. So let's shrink this down a little bit, see if we can hear the difference. We'll come over. So PlateVerb is pretty much the exact same thing, except it doesn't have this little switch down here. Yeah, because this is a SpringVerb, and the modes here are different kind of springs that you're putting through there. So this is just a PlateVerb, so it doesn't need the extra button, but there you go. So the exact same controls: wet, dry, decay, which is, you know, the width and the breadth of the reverb, and your low pass and high pass filter in there as well. So let's put this back on. We'll put on the drums again and hit play. We'll solo these drums. Shall we? I think we shall. So you can really hear those springs. If you don't know what a spring reverb is, you can hear that. Think about it like if you're on a farm and you've got like a farmer's fence, a wire fence going around, and it's really taut. When you hit it, it reverberates. Well, these are like taut springs that you would find like, in the back of a guitar amp or an old school reverb. So these are literal springs that rattle. And this is recreating that. That is what a spring reverb is. It's not something that was born in the middle of spring. So let's switch between these modes. So a totally different kind of spring there. And then we got this. This one's called red springs. So digi springs. And then our cabinet springs. So what you would find in the back of a guitar amplifier. You can turn down the decay. Take down the decay, take out the wet mix a bit. So you can mix these in, bring up your dry mix. There is going to be a test after this. And if you don't get it right, teacher will be angry. So with the high pass and low pass, you can hear what happens when you take these, when you change the levels of them. The low end of the springs disappears and the high end. So that's what you're essentially doing. So you can now hear there's all low in there. There you go. Pretty basic stuff. I do like this. Sounds nice. So a much longer ring. And you're going to get much more of an effect with the decay with this digital one, yeah? And our last one is the red springs. Nice. So let's bounce over to the PlateVerb and we'll show you the difference. You should be able to hear a very distinct difference between a PlateVerb and a SpringVerb. So it's more of a sizzle. Let's turn up that decay. So again, you've got your dry mix. You can take down this wet mix so it's not dominant. You know, the thing you got to remember too with using reverbs, when you're recording music, if you're loading up every goddamn track on your song with a reverb on every goddamn track, it's pulling down the volume. It's sucking the energy out of the part, the guitar part, the drums. You put a reverb on every track, and before long, you've got mush. So reverb should be used sparingly and to highlight certain things, you know. I mean, we've got some crazy reverb right here. We pull this decay right back. Plate reverb is from steel plates with springs at the corners, or from going to Greek weddings and throwing plates on the floor. So again, with this particular app as well, you can save your presets. Yeah. So I, again, create a folder. What do we got? Folder. Now I've saved that preset in there. We can change this all out. Now I can load that preset from my PlateVerb. And there it is. Simple. You can completely bypass the sound. And again, we've got a mono button. Pretty sure this is in mono, by the way. So that is it. Let's hear it on these guitars. So you can hear what it's doing. It's a reverb, man. I don't know what else to say. So you can see then when I added the plate in there as well, the sound dropped considerably. So we've had to bring it back up. Let's bring in this solo. So you can hear what a reverb does to a nice guitar solo. So we've got some vocals here. Let's show you the difference between a spring-on vocals. We can take this down a bit. Pull out some of that. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't feel, I don't mind. So you should be able to hear the difference in reverbs with that spring there. Let's bring in the plate. So that's all reverb. We have no dry in this mix, so let's bring in the dry mix. Take out a bit of this reverb. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Much nicer. Well, my baby said to me, she said, make your camera zoom in. Oh, baby, baby, make it zoom again. I love the way it zooms in. Ow, my baby's all. Wicked stuff. Bring this mic back in over here. So yeah, what can I say? They're $1 each. They're wicked. So I can't really tell you much more about them. They're reverbs. They're wicked. They're wonderful. They capture either a room space. They're spring reverbs, plate reverbs. There's so many cool reverbs, and these are just simple. They do what they say for $1 each. You can't go wrong. And OSC Audio really look after their apps and do continuous updates with them, which we're going to talk about now because we did a show, was it a couple of weeks ago or a week ago? I can't even remember. Who knows? And we looked at this app, which is made by OSC Audio as well, called SumFX. And this is a multi-effects unit, yeah? So you've got a whole lot of stuff you can use in here. But when I did the show, I didn't realize till after the show that there were no presets in here. You had to actually go to a website, download the presets and install them yourself. Well, since then, these guys have gone in and added presets and made this thing even better. So let's talk about it. Look at all these. So we've got effects chains here. So these are, we've got effects chains and you've got bass stuff, drum stuff, effects, guitars, keys. If we hold down the bottom, there's vocals. So we could pick this big vocals one here. And it's added, what's it added? Reverb, delay, and pitch, right? So, and then you can click on each of these and each of them have their own set of options in here. So that's really cool. Plus, they've given us individual presets as well. So for dynamics, we've got stereo filters, mods, frost verbs, bucket delays, EQs, pitches, power phases. So there's a whole heap of other presets now that you can find individually in here, which set up presets. So that's really sick. Shall we throw this on some things? Let's throw it on some drums first. I'll just add it, we'll add a SumFX over here. So now the rest of the show, I'm just going to be updating you on these other two apps because, you know, I can't really drag out an hour on a reverb. It is what it is. BFM. All right. So let's have a look at the drums. We've got a SumFX over here. Let's choose a drum. What do we got up here? We got drums. We got this beef kick, and in here it's put in a utility. So if we click on these, we've got a hard clip power phase. In here we've got some dynamics. We've got a compressor. This one's empty. In this slot we've got an EQ. Then we've got a power phase tarn in here. So there's 4 effects. You can have up to, what are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 effects in this block. So it's really cool. Well, this one isn't, Mike. This particular app is $7.99, but the two that we were looking at, these two reverbs here, the SpringVerb and this PlateVerb, they're both $1. This one is $7.99. I'm just doing an update on this from a show I did last week. So let's hear this on drums. We'll solo this. Here's our clean drum track. Wow. So it's got a bit of a phase on there as well. What else do we have in here? In drums, we've got a snap kick. See if I can. Oh, wow. That's just taken everything out. So we've got our cutoff removed. So this is a 808 maker. You could automate this cutoff. And in this actual effect, we've got a compressor. And you can see what these things are when you click over here. It tells you what they are. So we've got a hard clip here. We've got a compressor. And you can change these. You've got expanders, limiters, noise gates. I mean, everything's in these. Here's our EQ. Let's try the next drum preset. So this has hard clip, compressor. We've got some EQ in here. And it looks like we've got this power phase, Tahan. We can add a delay if we want. We can add modulation if we want. So we've got like a phaser, you've got tremolos. I mean, this is a pretty crazy app. We looked at this, what was it last week or the week before? We've got an EQ, dynamics. We've got some pitch shifting. Obviously, you know, not really a drum thing. We've got this push kick here, so you can hear this is a really super compressed kick, which you'd probably use for something like electronic music, because you can hear the pumping from the compressor. I really like that in here too, we have all these other options like sync dynamics, different compressor presets. Okay, so there's that. We've got our guitar here. Let's turn off these, bring in some effects. What do we have? Do we have anything for guitars? Yes, we've got some guitar stuff. So in here, there's some modulation. There's a phaser. We got a chorus. Nice. A delay. And a reverb. I'll tell you, that would sound nice on this. Let's bring it in here. Hey! I feel like I've just moved to the bus stop with Kev Lynn. I'm definitely at the bus stop with Kev Lynn now. What else do we have in here? Yeah, a bit of dirt. So this one's got a chorus, some delay and reverb. And these are really easy to change too. Got your dry mix, wet mix. And you've got LFOs down the bottom here as well if you really want to get crazy. Plus we could add in our springs. sexy times. So again, what we're looking at now, many vibes, is this SumFX again. So if you want to see the full review I did on this or tutorial, you have to go back in time, all the way back to a week ago or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was that I did it, and see the full review. But yeah, so the update that's come through is now that they've added all these presets in there, which are very nice. Let's throw some on these vocal. So let's see what some of these vocal ones are like. And then we'll have a quick look at big fucking meters, because again, we can throw big fucking meters on over here. This is big fucking meters, BFM. And what have we got? How much is big fucking meters? I can't remember how much it was. Big fucking meters on iOS is BFM. That's a great name for an app, you got to admit. Big fucking meters. Well, I've just made sure I'm demonetized. Good job. BFM is $4.99. And basically what it is it's, I've done a show on this already too. It's big meters. Yeah. So I've got it connected to my microphone now. And hello. You've got a whole bunch of different kind of metering systems with this thing. So you've got VU meters, which you can set up to be different, stereo left and right. You've got waveforms here, yeah, so you can see what's going in. You've also got spectrums, so you can see where the bass is sitting in your EQ mix. You've got time, so you can actually see what's happening with the song, how long it's been playing, yeah. And you've got a text thing, so you can go in here and set things for like your LUFS metering, your true peak metering. I mean, this is a fantastic app. And it's really made for people like me who can't see. See? I can't see. Really good for people with bad eyesight. It works great. It's exactly what it says, BFM, big fucking meters. So there's that. It's had some updates and it's running a lot smoother, a lot nicer. So there's that. But let's run back over here to SumFX and try out some of these vocal presets, which I didn't get to do in the original show. I'll mute myself. Hello. There we go. And you can see here, this is what's great about SumFX as well, is when you talk or play into it, you're actually getting a representation of what's going in, which is nice, very nice. Let's scroll down to our vocal presets. Ooh, we've got a big vocals. A big vocals. I'm a dickhead. So it looks like we've got a pitch shifter in here. So you can, nice. There's a vocal detune. Ooh, hey, well, I feel like. So it's a pitch over here. We should be able to change the pitch of this too. Let's go to a mono. Are we in mono? No, that was a stereo. Let's go back to mono. How do I go back to? I can't remember how to go back to mono. Whoa, yeah, oh. What am I doing wrong? What's the other one? We've got a vocal doubler. Hey, boom. So that should, yeah, you can already hear that's doubling up the vocal there. Oh, yeah. Oh. Nice and thick. Oh. Oh, beautiful. And again, you've got heaps of, you've got vocal presets. So you've got bucket delays in here. We can change this to a bucket. A nice bucket delay. Or a reverb. Let's add in all the reverbs. All the reverbs, baby. Let's see what we can do with this bass. Because we've got a SumFX here as well. Are there any bass presets? We've got drums, guitar, we've got keys. We've got miscellaneous. We can use some keys on this. What about a... Jesus. Well, that's a bit fat. We got some crackle on that one. Let's try putting like some... Oh, here we go. Here's some bass. So it sounds like it's got a chorus on there. Got a snappy bass. And then a nice sub. Oh, that's beefy. Nice. Yeah, pretty much many vibes. If you grabbed all of these 4 apps today, it's roughly around $20, so $8 or less than that. Less than that. What have we got? So $1 each for the 2 reverbs, $2, $8 for SumFX, and $5. So 8, 9, 10, 13, $15 would get you all 4 of these. Or just one of them. Like, you know, apps aren't, we say it all the time, apps aren't Pokemon. You don't need to collect them all. Just the ones that suit you. Yeah? That's it. Or maybe none of these are singing out to you. And that's okay too. You know? That's why we do these shows. So you can hear what they do, what they sound like, and you can make an informed decision for yourself. Because I'm not here to sell you things. I'm not a salesperson. I'm just here to show you all the things and what they do, and then you make your own decision. Because there's nothing worse. We're possibly going to do a show on this soon about, you know, the app apocalypse and the overwhelming dread of all these new apps that are continuously turning out and coming out every day. I mean, I do it for a living here. It's what I do. And sometimes it gets a bit overwhelming. I mean, look at my iPad. Look at them all. Look at them all. And we're not even counting the ones in folders here. Look at this shit. We got stuff in folders. You know? I'm starting to have anxiety right now seeing them all. Look at them all. We're gonna have a meltdown because it can get a little bit overwhelming. There's so many apps, you know. So maybe we're gonna have a bit of a talk about that on one of the shows soon. But anyway, I am out of here for the day. I'm done. Thomas Christ is up next. He's going to take you on a journey for the next, 23 hours. I was at Your Music, Your Music Live, You Rock Live, Music Live, You Rocking, plus things. Boom. Boom. Thank you very much, Hugh. I'm glad you think so, because half the time I'm doing my best. I try and learn these apps every day, every night. There's so many things to learn. It's a lot of stuff to learn. And, I just want, because money's tight for everybody, and you've got to make an informed decision on the things that you buy, because there's nothing worse than buying something that sucks. I'll be honest, this webcam I bought, I spent a lot of time deciding on a webcam, and it was about a week and a half of going through and watching videos, and it's you want to make informed decisions. It is what it is. So let's close out today with our featured artist today, who is an oldie but a goodie, an old friend of the show. He's been on the show, been interviewed by me. His name's Glitch, and his music is really, really cool. Let me bring up his video here, because he's got this really cool one that's just dropped called Evangelism, and I love this. This is really wicked. His video clips are super cool. His music's super cool. So we're going to go out and play this. See you, Joe. I love you, Joe. It's good to see both you and Joe and Barry, and good to see Audible and some familiar faces. I know Russ is watching on the outside. He's in America. The Clubhouse crew are probably waiting for me to come and call them all absolute idiots. Remember, guys, hit the like. It does help and all that stuff. We've got a website as well at howtoapponios.com. And you can join the Patreon for as little as $1 a month. If you join up for $1, every weekend we do a live stream, and you can get your music mastered by me live on the show. And if you join up for $5 a month, you get to win pretty much every app that is shown during the week here. We do giveaways. We spin the wheel. All right, let's get out of here. This is Glitch, and this is Evangelism. Let's do it right now. Do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better, and we'll all rise together. Boom.
Abstract parts, the naked dualism holds fast in the future's past. Didn't listen to the sound in my soul's premonitions, dilating twofold, admixture foretold in remission, and lost to the whole, not cast to the soul, just a pluralism. Cast to the wavelengths, broadcasting engravements from sonic masons, a virus in the Lord's creation. We make escape, let's get the chase on. Evangelical cipher, nitro spit from a quantum cycle. Chases on, no microphone, and a life I hold. Let's go, chases on, I won't look back. Got sent to the base with a reload. Gotta keep low with a key low. My contraband, but soul for the people. Better let go, placebo. Chasing never ends, never resolve here. Hearing soul to the back and packs as a result. Lightning bolts to insult. Better than bad, let it unfold. Chase I run, I'll race for the title. MC done, I'll set the pace and place the verse from the silo. Backtrack to the void in a white cell. Kill the gloom, I'm ready with the intel. Break the spell, no chase, I'm blazing hell for the sequel. Sequencing frequencies, subatomical freaks and delinquencies, contingencies to chaos, guardian angels and pathos. In wavelengths, my bios in two halves. Input, then output in cause and effect. Then pause to reflect on this life of this death that never took hold of my soul, just my breath. Evangelical demon cut my throat. In a dream of blood explodes a musical format sheet with notes. I'm screaming to stop believing. Roll back home, not a dream, I'm keeping choke. I'm home, I sat fast, my life in a loop too cold. In a quantum realm in the white blood cell we grow. Chases on, got a cold that I ripped from an LP back in the day, never held me back on the road. Chase is on. My game face splits in two like an atom bomb. My mask got cracked in the gloom. I got wings, I got horns, I got a halo stone from an angel torn and a major son of God. Never read that danger war. Before we finish this human race, and Jay's gonna tell off half my face reborn. Words up, fucked up. MC done, I suppose from black and glitch got a new track up. Bars they bounce to the chase like 8-bit cars in a race. Never too late for the high score pause and jet what an ice or trace. Embraced on angels in stained glass in windows. Evangelical, count those syllables. 5 on the hammer, medical calls out blatant keys invisible. To an empty floor, to an necromantic skill that come for gun in my hand, read all the metaphor. In my mouth, mouth for the south, got dosage through me. Up psychosis, gone, death on my breath and it smells like earth like roses. Halitosis, breathing fire, catch my lungs osmosis. Wake me up from the chase of the process. Extermination, determinism, you stole my fate and kept it in a prison. Evangelism's risen from a mirrored intermission. Subatomical verse from a quark, from a quirk, hadron collision. I accept the challenge and I'm driven to evade your chasing this glitch, won't you listen?